सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
अदरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुराः पाणिर्मधुराः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
तरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुरः पाणिर्मधुरः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
तरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनौ रघुबर विमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतई सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय।
सच्चिदानन्दम् वासुदेवम् व्रजप्रियम् धर्मसंस्थापकम् वीरम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्
Jai Shri Krishna. I, Pranav Pancholi, welcomes you in Geeta Pariwar interpretation sessions. Chapter 10, first part. My pranam in the feet of Prabhu Sri Hari and Param Pujya Swami Acharya Sri Govinda Dev Giriji Maharaj. Jai Shri Krishna. We will understand chapter 10, first part. Can you recognize divine power around you? This is the topic we will understand in this. Before we start, as per our rituals, we are starting with prayer. So for prayer, I would like to invite Ami Desai ji from Canada. She is master in chemistry. She is a claim auditor. She is giving seva as a technical assistant, core trainer, and GC in Geeta Pariwar. She has joined Geeta Pariwar in 2022. So please welcome Ami Desai ji for prayer.
जय श्री कृष्ण वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you very much for beautiful prayer. So before we start and move ahead, I would like to tell you about the guidelines of Zoom sessions. If you are facing any issues, please solve. If no sound, plug in headphones or increase the volume of your phone or computer. Chat box blinking continuously. Tap the bell icon at the right top corner and to mute notifications. Voice breaking and cutting. Check your internet connection. If possible, use Wi-Fi instead of mobile data. Screen not visible. Click on start video. Zoom. Screen is blurry. This happens due to slow or low bandwidth. So try to switch your internet connection or network. Zoom keeps disconnecting. You can also watch this session via YouTube link. If Zoom suddenly close, rejoin using the meeting link. Thank you. Now we are moving ahead for Deep Prajwalan, enlightening our Zoom room and YouTube also. For Deep Prajwalan, I would like to invite Rekha Misra Sarmaji. She is from Delhi. She is living in Delhi and she is giving seva as a technical assistant, technical mentor, and so many sevas in Geeta Pariwar. So she is doing also seva as a core trainer and she is joined Geeta Pariwar in 2024. So please welcome Rekha Misra Sarmaji for Deep Prajwalan.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदा नुमः।
Thank you very much, Didi. Thank you very much, Didi. You have enlightened our Zoom room. So we will understand today by our profound speaker. But before we start, chapter 10 is Vibhuti Yoga. Where is God? God is everywhere. Bhagwan says, if you are finding to me, I will everywhere find you. So please, sorry for internet connectivity. So Shraddha Didi will tell us about this beautiful chapter. She is a disciple of Param Pujya Swami Govindadev Giriji Maharaj and deeply committed to Geeta Pariwar's mission. Blessed by Pujya Swami Govindadev Giriji Maharaj, the title of President of Geeta Pariwar, Bhagyanagar, Hyderabad. She is living in Hyderabad. She is associated with, with Geeta Pariwar online Geeta class since its second batch, August 2020. She is a first ever trainer of jail classes where inmates under her guidance memorized 12 chapters and successfully cleared Pathik exam by jail caddies, played the foundation of the monitoring team at Learngeeta and lead it for 2.5 years, currently leading in literature publications proofreading team of Learngeeta for more than 13 languages, also serving as a Vivechak interpretations sessions every week, offers seva in various departments like training, examinations, and several other teams at Learngeeta, teaching Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā to kids and working for Bal Sanskar Kendra. She imparting scriptural knowledge and patriotic values to children. She holds BE Electronics and postgraduate diploma in IT systems and management. In the past, she worked as a mobile application developer and team lead for more than 13 years in corporate sector. So please welcome Srimati Shraddha Raodeo ji. We will understand by her chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga. Arun Bhaiya.
जी भैया।
So Didi has joined.
श्रद्धा दीदी क्या कुछ शायद हमें नेटवर्क की प्रॉब्लम है, वो हमें ज्वाइन कर रही है बहुत जल्दी।
So please, okay, sir, Dadi has joined. So
आ गई
please
आ गई
welcome Shraddha Raodeo ji.
आ गई।
We will understand by her chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga. भैया spotlight her.
हाँ 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 जी।
दीदी आपका वॉइस नहीं आ रहा है, आवाज।
Jai Shri Krishna. I am joined from another device for the audio actually. That's why I was. भैया
Yeah, audible.
हाँ ओके। जय श्री कृष्णा। अरुण भैया मेरा दूसरा डिवाइस है ऑडियो के लिए। जय श्री कृष्णा एवरीवन। मेरी आवाज आ रही है भैया?
Yes,
Okay.
audible.
Okay. Should I begin? Are we done with
Yeah.
it? Just a minute. Give me 1 minute. Everyone. Jai Shri Krishna everybody. A very very warm welcome to the session all of you. I'll just. Sure. Video is okay. Chaliye. Today we'll be starting a very beautiful chapter, an extremely enlightening chapter, which helps us bring Bhagavad Gita closer to our life. It changes the perception that we have towards everything. And that makes this chapter extremely special, extremely beautiful. Let us all bow down to Param Pujya Gurudev and Sri Jnaneshwar Maharaj, Sri Krishna Bhagwan, that they give us the right wisdom to understand this chapter with its all grace. Hari Om. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. A very, very warm welcome to the session again, all of you. Today we are going to start with an extremely enlightening, extremely beautiful chapter, that is the Vibhuti Yoga. And sometimes people have this query about how come this chapter and where Shri Krishna has started with all the glory that he has declared here. It is amazing. It is beautiful. After learning all the things that we have learned so far in Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, the Karma Yoga and everything, there we have seen one very important fact that Shri Krishna wants us to devote everything to his charan. Everything we have to do Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. And then proceed in this life. That is a very important fact that we have learned. We have tried to learn and inculcate in our lives. But the difficulty occurs where we fail to understand how to see Bhagwan everywhere. How do we get a glimpse of him everywhere? How do we imagine him everywhere? And this chapter is the exact seed. It sows the seed of that perception we can develop amongst us to understand how we will be able to see this. We will be able to, we want to do this. We want to see Bhagwan everywhere. Wherever I'm doing, wherever we are chanting, we should be able to see the Bhagwan. And to develop this, we need a basic set of knowledge. See, if I know how a certain thing looks like, it is easier to imagine it. If I know that, the description of something that I have never seen, but if somebody has given me a very good description that this is how, it is round in shape, it is such in color, it is this in color, then it becomes easier for us to imagine and identify the object when we actually see it. Like that, in this chapter, when we understand that Bhagwan has given the information about his presence in so many places, it becomes easier for us to understand and experience that he is really present everywhere around us. This is a chapter that we not only need to understand, it's very easy to understand. This chapter will not have any great principles, Gudha Jnana that we will have to understand. This is a Bhav Purna chapter. It is a chapter that we have to experience. It is a chapter which will invoke the emotions of seeing Bhagwan everywhere. It is a very beautiful chapter in itself. So let us begin with the Vibhuti Yoga. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Atha Dashamodhyayah. Placed at the 10th position. When Shri Krishna and Arjun had this conversation, it didn't go like this, Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Atha Dashamodhyaya. Shri Krishna in the middle of the battlefield didn't say Atha Dashamodhyaya, Iti Navamodhyaya. No, he has not done this. Who has done this compartmentalization of all these shlokas? This entire thing was presented, was the conversation is of 700 shlokas. But these 700 shlokas, if this was given to us as a platter of 700 shlokas, we wouldn't have understood it. And sometimes we are already in a busy life. If somebody would have said, okay, kuch utna 700 every day we can't read. So who has done this compartmentalization? Who has done this editing of the original conversation for us? It is Bhagwan Veda Vyasji. So Shri Krishna and Arjun had this conversation, and Arjun was blessed to get all this knowledge from Shri Krishna. It was a blessing of Shri Krishna on him. But the fact that we are getting to read Bhagavad Gita is a blessing of Bhagwan Veda Vyasji for us. And Bhagwan Veda Vyasji had that foresight. He is an excellent teacher. What do we call him? Gurunam Guru. He is a guru of all the gurus. He knows. So when we call him Guru, he knows how things should be taught, how the things should be proceeding. He knows how should I present a thing, then that the students, the people in future generation will be able to grasp. And that is why he created the 18 Puran, wrote the Mahabharata, Rama, everything he has given, all the 4 Vedas. All this writing has come to us because of Bhagavan Veda Vyasji. And he did this compartmentalization. He has done this editing of the entire conversation into 18 chapters. And we see at the end of the 9th chapter, what conversation are Shri Krishna and Arjun having? Towards the end of the 9th chapter. 9th chapter we all know is Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga, where Shri Krishna has told his biggest secrets. He has revealed the biggest secrets in front of Arjun. And there he said that these secrets I have told you, and these are the top secrets. Rajavidya Rajaguhya. This is a topmost secret. And after having told these secrets, there is a question that comes to all of us, that when these things are being told, Shri Krishna also is telling that towards the end of this chapter, you will see towards the end of the 9th chapter, Shri Krishna has revealed one beautiful shlok, Manmana Bhava Madbhakto Madhya Jima Namaskuru. And the same shlok comes again in the 18th chapter. So when he has concluded the 9th chapter, after revealing his topmost secrets, what Arjun has listened is the top secret. And after having told that, Shri Krishna says, I am telling you all this. Why? Because you are my most favorite. And in that he has said that what you have to do in the 9th chapter. The 9th chapter concludes with a very important shlok, which is coming twice in the entire Bhagavad Gita. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji ma namaskuru ma me vaishasi yuktvaivam atmanam matparayana. This is where it comes in the 9th chapter. The same shlok, it also, the second half is different, but the first charan as it is remaining the same. And after saying this, Shri Krishna continues. He doesn't stop here. This is very important shlok. It gives out a very important emotion, very important message. It is given. It's a very important order from Bhagwan for all of us that we have to follow. What we have to do, we have to continuously be devoted to Bhagwan. And after telling that important message, Shri Krishna continues saying what he has said in the 10th chapter. Here Arjun has not asked anything. Now Arjun's questions have anyways reduced. He has asked, and now he's completely enchanted. After knowing that top secret that Shri Krishna has told, he is completely enchanted by what Shri Krishna is telling. And Shri Krishna loves when Shri Krishna is telling in this first slok, Vakshami Hitakamya. So many times Shri Krishna has expressed his profound love for Arjun. And with the same, because he loves Arjun so much, when this thought of Manmana Bhava has come, the same thing is repeated again and again. Shri Krishna is saying, I'm telling you the same thing. So what we are going to see now in the 10th chapter, a part of it he has already told earlier also. And what Shri Krishna says, I am telling you again, Bhuya Eva, I am going to tell you again. When do we repeat things? There, I told you, this is not a chapter of great in-depth knowledge. It is a chapter that we have to experience and you have to understand. When suppose a child is going for an excursion, or if a child is going abroad, the mother will tell the important things again and again. Hurry, that medicine you have to take. Hurry, wo medicine, that whatever is the important thing. And at the airport, when they reach, they will see, oh, passport to rakh liya na. The most important thing is something we repeat the most to the people we love a lot. We love the most, we repeat the most important message to our loved ones. Why? Because we love them and we want the most important message should not be missed. And that is exactly the emotion that Shri Krishna is having for Arjun over here. What he says is beautiful. After telling that important shlokas of the 9th chapter, Shri Krishna says, Shri Bhagavan Vacha Bhuyaiva Mahabaho Shruname Paramaho Vachaha Yatteham Priyamanaya Vakshyami Hitakamyaya. So beautiful, so important. Bhuyaiva Mahabaho. Bhuyaiva. Again, I'm telling you. When Shri Krishna is telling something more important for Arjun, sometimes, we have to understand that thoda der Arjun ko baaju mein rakh do. So what he says here, let's look at the second line first, because that is very beautiful. Yatteham priyamanaya vakshyami hitakamyaya. What Shri Krishna is saying, you are my most favorite. Priyamanaya. You are my most favorite. We are delighted. I am very delighted to tell you this thing. Why? Vakshami hitakamyaya. I am telling you what is the best for you. What is the most important for you. We were thinking about the 9th chapter shlok, no? Mame Vaishasi Yuktva. The same shlok, when it is said in the 18th chapter, there Shri Krishna concludes that shlok with Mame Vaishyasi Satyante Pratijane Priyosi me. He says, Pratijane Priyosi me, you are my most favorite. Please understand. He's saying, with a promise, he's saying that you are my most favorite. When Shri Krishna is saying shlokas with that profound emotion, we should just do one thing. When we are learning Bhagavad Gita, when we are reciting Bhagavad Gita, sometimes we should just keep Arjun aside. Usko bazu mein hat to khud baith jao. Sit in Arjun's shoes and think that Shri Krishna is saying this to me. Shri Krishna is saying it to me. Vakshami hitakamyaya. Shri Krishna is telling me, I am telling you what is best for you. When you understand what is the importance, when Shri Krishna is lovingly saying, Are, I am telling you, is lovingly saying, I am telling what is the best for you. And that is why I am repeating it for you. Whoever understand. Shri Krishna is saying, I am repeating this, what I have told. He knows what he has already told, and he's saying, Hey Mahabaho. See, we have to learn certain things from the way Shri Krishna talks. Swamiji always says that, how to, the oratorship, if you want to learn, you have to learn from Shri Krishna. How to talk. Shri Krishna, listen to the small adjectives. Now, if you have to repeat something to your children, what we will do? Once we will tell lovingly, second time little more lovingly, third time the volume will rise, fourth time it will rise further. Then, if you have to repeat, then what happens? We get irritated. But look at what is happening to Shri Krishna. As the love for the person in front of him is increasing, his tone remains the same. The adjective he uses are even more beautiful. Mahabaho. He is not, because I'm repeating for you, I have to tell you again and again. So he's not scolding. He is reinforcing one very important thought within Arjun, that you are not an ordinary person. You are a Mahabaho. When we are talking to people around us and when we say we love them, and if we have to repeat something for them, the repetition should be done with such adjectives which reinforce their caliber in them, which reinforce their good qualities, which tell them that they are repeating not because they are irritated or not because I'm not listening, but because they want us to become what is good in us. They want us to realize when we are talking to our children, we have to ensure this way of talking also we have to copy. When we learn Bhagavad Gita, this way of when he is repeating, he's saying Mahabaho. When we are repeating, we'll use different adjectives or the kids know. These small things we try to observe, it will help us. Overall, our Vani will become very nice. So Shri Krishna says, Hey Mahabaho, because I really love you, because I am your well-wisher, hitakamyaya, this assurance he is giving. Now, I'm not repeating because you're Buddhu and you don't know, because I love you. Same thing when we are repeating things to our children, we have to say, I am repeating not because I want to scold you, but because I really love you, hitakamyaya. So that is why I am repeating something again for you. I want to tell you something more. Bhuyeva Mahabhav. And what am I repeating? Shrunume Paramau Vachaha. The top secret, Param Vacha. Paramam Vacha. That is the supreme, whatever I have told you is important. But what I am telling you is Paramam Vachaha, means this is the supreme talk. And when it is Paramam, when it is the foremost important, it also means that except me, nobody else can tell you this. This is Paramam Vacha. Apart from me, nobody can tell you. Why? That Shri Krishna explains in the next slok. Name vedasuragana prabhavanda maharshayah ahamadehi devanam maharshinaincha sarvashah. What Shri Krishna is saying in the previous verse, Shri Krishna mentioned that I am going to tell you something which is very important. This very important things we come to know from others also. But Shri Krishna says, this what I am telling you, why it is Param Vachaha? Because nobody else, nor the gods, the host of gods, nor the sages, nor saints, nobody can tell you all these things. Why? Because Ahamadirhi Devanam Maharshinaincha Sarvashaha. What happens? Nobody can tell you. Nobody can tell you this. Why? Because I am the origin of all these things. I am the origin. Aham Adihi Devanam. Aham Adihi Devanam. I am the beginning of what? All the gods and all the great sages. There is absolutely no doubt that our great Rishimunis, our great saints, all they are supreme. They are their knowledge is the supreme. They are the most intelligent, most intellectual, most capable beings on this universe, on the face of this universe. However, what Sri Krishna says that Aham Adihi, I am even more, I am the one who has come in this universe before them. A very simple thing I will tell you how a son and child are. Now, when a son is born, the father will know everything about that child from the birth till everything, till the life, all things. When he was born, how he was looking, all these things the father will always know. But will the child know everything about the father? The child will only know selected things about the father. The father will know when my child was born, how he was, how he looked, what he ate, what was good for him, oh, what are the good achievements that he has had. All these things the father will know. But the child is not going to know everything about the father. Shri Krishna says, I am the father of all these gods. I am the father of the sages, so they will not be able to know everything. Vidus Surugada. They will not be able to tell you everything. What I know about myself, only I know. They will not be able to explain all these things. Maharshi Nayancha Sarvasha. So, everything Shri Krishna says that I only will be able to tell you how this entire universe is. It is Ananta. It is endless. It is in all the, it is spread across everywhere. All these things are so much beyond the capacity of understanding of all the gods and the saints itself. Naturally, a normal listener like us will wonder, then how we ordinary people will know? We are also strivers, we are also sadhaks, we also wish to know him and attain the salvation. We also want to have the moksha, liberation, and we know it will come only from knowing him. So how will we know him? Shri Krishna explains that in the next slok. Yo mamajamanadencha vetti lokamaheshwaram asammudha samartyeshu sarva papai pramuchyate. Yo mam ajam anadincha vetti. Yo mam ajam anadincha vetti. Vetti here is used in terms of what? In terms of knowing. So Veti is a verb which is used in terms of the knowledge here. What did we have to know? We have to know that Aja Anadincha, those who understand me in totality. Those who understand whom not only Bhagwan but understand the prosperity of Bhagwan. Unka Aishwarya. I need to know that what Bhagwan is, the one who understands me in totality. Yoma Majamanadincha Vetti Loka Maheshwaram, who know me as a Loka Maheshwar. Now, here, see the word that Shri Krishna uses, it is so beautiful. He says he is not just Ishwar. We all know that there is a Ishwar, then Maheshwar. And here the word Shri Krishna is using is what? Loka Maheshwaram. So not just Mrityu Lok, not just one lok, not just one universe. We talk about multiple universes, multiverses. All that knowledge is coming to the science now. But Shri Krishna has told, and our Rishi Munis have known from the beginning, that this universe that we see around us is not the only universe. Shri Krishna is talking about the different, all the universes, all the multiple lokas, and he says, I am the Loka Maheshwara. The one who understands me, that I am the Loka Maheshwara. That they who know me as what? Aja. Aja means what? A person who is not born. Now, Aja, we all know everything that is existing in this universe, it is born, it is created. So, those who know me as unborn, who has unborn, why? Because they do not have a beginning, they do not have an end. Anadi is something that doesn't have an end, it doesn't have a beginning. He is always present. Somebody who knows this power of Bhagwan, who know that he is the ultimate controller of this universe. He is the Sarvaloka Maheshwara. He is the entire creator, entire controller, the one who understands this. They will be able to they will be able to what? Asamudha samarteshu. They will be the undiluted ones in this universe, in this loka. Amongst the martyeshu refers to what? The mortal life. We are living in a mortal world, where everything has a beginning, everything has an end. We are born, we die, again we come to birth. This is a mortal world. And all the people who we are coming in this mortal world, why? We are coming and going, why? Because of our papa and punya, because of good deeds and the sins that are happening because through this body. Because of that, we are stuck in this cycle. But the one who understands him, understands the ultimate glorious Bhagwan, they will be what? Sarva papa pramuchyate. They will be liberated from all these sins. What is the meaning of this liberation? Understand. They will be liberated means what? They don't have to come back to this mortal world. We are here because there are some sins that we have to forego. There are some sins we have to repay our loans. So we come in this mortal world to repay our loans, to enjoy the credit of our good deeds. But somebody who understands me in totality, who understands me completely, who understands my powers completely, such a person gets free from all the delusion, and they will be what? They will be liberated. Now this shlok is a little tough to understand. How can we be liberated? That Shri Krishna is telling that this entire thing will happen on the basis of knowledge. That your knowledge is going to liberate you. Asam Muda, when he's saying here, means what? First understand the meaning of the Sammuda. Sammuda is somebody who is delusion. For us, what is the reality? We feel that the reality is this world, that we have our parents and our children, our this. We are so entangled that this world is extremely very, very real to us. And we see this world as what? The ultimate, penultimate reality. But we do not understand the person who is beyond this world around us. There is somebody who has created this universe for us. There is somebody who has put up the show, and we are in that show. We are so engrossed in just we are so engrossed in this world that we don't understand the creator of this entire picture. And that is what Shri Krishna is saying here. The one who understands the creator of the picture will not get involved in the characters of that picture. So that person will be asamuda. He will be liberated from all the darkness that is associated with the sins. They will be disassociated from all the darkness. They will get disassociated from all the sins, and that way they will be completely free. And to free ourselves, see, bhakti we have to do. Everything is fine, but ultimate liberation comes from knowledge. This knowledge is extremely important. The knowledge of God is extremely important. How is this world created? We have to know that this God whom we are praising, whom we are devoted to, He is the ultimate creator of this world. We have to know that He has created this world, and not only this world, He has created even the subtle elements of this world, the emotion that we have for our God, for our Bhagwan Shri Krishna, the love that we have for Bhagwan Shri Krishna, that love also has been created by Him. The buddhi, the intellect with which we are trying to understand Him, the intellect with which we are trying to understand what He has said, that also has been created by Him. So, what Sri Krishna starts telling now is that you have to know me in totality. This knowledge only can come from me. Nobody else can explain you what I am going to explain you now. And this is my Vaibhav. This is my great splendor that I am going to explain you. So, from the next sloka onwards, Sri Krishna starts explaining his own splendor. Who is he? What is he? Who is he who is giving us this beautiful knowledge? Who is he who has given us this beautiful world to live in? All these beautiful things Shri Krishna starts explaining to us from the next slok. His splendor he is explaining from the next slok. Buddhi jnanam sammoha krama satyam damashamaha sukham dukkham bhavo bhavo bhayancha bhayamevacha. What Shri Krishna is telling, he has told this entire world has been created by me. I am the controller, I am the creator of this universe. I am the one who can liberate you by having my complete knowledge. You can get liberated. But to understand him, it is not so easy. You have to understand him by your intellect. What Shri Krishna says, that all this thing you are seeing around you, you are trying to understand with your intellect. Are this intellect is also created by me. So these two shlokas actually, fourth and fifth shlokas are the explaining the splendor of Bhagwan. What is the creator like? What he has created, the surroundings around us. Shri Krishna is explaining. We'll take both the shlokas together. Buddhir jnanam sammoha krama satyam namashamaha sukham dukkham bhavo vavo bhayancha bhayamevacha ahimsa samata tushtistapodanayasho yashah bhavanti bhava bhutanam matta eva prithagvidaha. What Shri Krishna has told here is so beautiful in these two shlokas. Buddhi jnana asammoha. Here, see, this is when we are chanting this shlok. We will go into the pronunciation detail also. Buddhir jnanam asammoha. What Shri Krishna is saying here, buddhi jnana masammoha. When we are chanting, your teachers will tell in the pronunciation classes that say this ma complete. Buddhir jnana masammoha. Jnana masammoha. That ma has to be complete. Why? Because this word here is jnanam asammoha. If you see jnanam sammoha, then that's asammoha. Actually, the word is asammoha. It becomes sammoha if you don't say the complete ma there. That is why the pronunciation is very important. Sometimes we say, we want to know the meaning. Meaning, we understand. If the shlok is not pronounced properly, then the meaning will also become wrong. What Shri Krishna is saying here, buddhihi, jnana, intellect. Then the actual knowledge that we are seeing, that is present in this world, the actual knowledge, and the non-illusion, the freedom from non-illusion. Some moha is what being illusion, that this world is the reality. What we are seeing, see, people sacrifice their time and energy and everything for worldly pleasures and worldly wealth and all, but don't want to invest time in learning Gita and all these things. What is this? This is the sammoha. This is their delusion. What is important, what is not important, that knowledge we are not having, that is illusion. And what Shri Krishna says here, that asammoha, the non-delusion, the freedom from illusion is coming from whom? From me. Asammoha. Then kshama. Kshama is what? The freedom from forgiveness. Kshama is forgiveness. Asammoha, and the kshama. Kshama is forgiveness. In spite of having the power to take a revenge, when we forgive others, when we forget what they have done, and accept them, that is kshama, satya, truth. Damaha. Damaha is controlling the sense organs, controlling your sense organs. Shama is freeing yourself from all the temptations. Dama and Shama go hand in hand. To achieve one, we have to use the other. It is like that. So Dama, Shama, both are equally important. So Dama is self-restraint, and Shama is the calmness. We do not let other things get affect us. And sukha is anything that makes us happy, is sukha. Anything that makes us sad is dukkha. Then bhava, that I am existing, the presence, the feeling of existing. Bhava. Abhava, the non-existence of something. Bhava, like if we have enough wealth, the existence of wealth, I feel it. That is bhava. Abhava, I'm not having what I want, the non-existence of something. All this bhav and abhav, that thing is whether they are there or not there. We, what we feel about it is our bhava, basically. Bhava is the feeling that I have it, and the absence of something makes me depressed, and I strongly feel the absence of something, that is abhava. And fear, bhaya, abhaya, all these things, bhayam cha bhayam cha, this fearlessness and fearfulness, all these things, along with that ahimsa, the capacity of not hurting anybody, samata, looking at everyone with a spirit of equanimity, tushti, satisfaction with everything, tapa, austerity, striving for something that we really want. Tapa is not necessarily just going in Himalayas or some place, in a far off place, and sitting in a particular position. That alone is not tapa. Striving for something with full focus is tapa. Dana. Dana, people literally translate into charity, but it is actually not just charity. It is sharing. Whatever good I have in my life, whatever knowledge, whatever time, whatever wealth I have, I am sharing with those who need it. Sharing it with the people who need it. Not apatri, not somebody who doesn't deserve it, but somebody who deserves it, who needs it. So it is dana. Charity is not just giving of wealth. That alone is not dana. The time that our Gita Sevis spend in their seva prachar, in all other activities, in our Bal Sanskar classes, or the other charitable organization, whatever good work they are doing, that is also dan. Cleaning some drives, we say, we call it Ramadan. All these, there are different types. Vidya dana, dhana dana. And now just keeping a bowl of water in this hot summer for the animals, that is also a dan. So these words are very, very important, very, very deep. Yasha and Ayasha, fame, success, and Ayasha, something I was expected to do, but I could not achieve it. Ayash, all these are what? These are emotions within human beings. All these are different qualities within a human being. All these, Sri Krishna says, Matta eva prathak vedaha. They are all born out of me. They are all are different. They all these all different qualities are what? They are all the internal things. Hmm. These are all internal. These are all the internal emotions. All these are made from me. They are all originating from me. So Shri Krishna is very clearly telling one thing, that this thing we see around you is this hardware he has created. In the terms of technical terms, the hardware we see, but there is a software that runs this world. All the activities that are happening, they're happening on the basis of our intellect or on the basis of our emotions. That software for creating and running this universe is also created by what? The Bhagwan himself. This Brahmanda that we see is the hardware that has been created, and the bhav which runs this universe, the emotions that run this universe is the software. That bhav manages this entire world, and that has also been created by whom? By Bhagwan. Shri Krishna says that all this was also coming from me. Maharshaya sapta purve chatvaro manavastatha madbhava manasa jata yershalokaima prajaha. After creating the universe, after creating this entire universe, and then after creating the software for this universe, first creating the entire universe, the outer hardware, the outer solid things that we see, out seeing the visible things of the universe, then Shri Krishna has created the emotions, the software, the bhav that runs this universe. And after creating that, Shri Krishna says, combining these two, samples like us have been created. Who are all these creations? There Shri Krishna is explained how the human mankind, Maharshaya, starting from the four Sanat Kumar, Shri Krishna is explaining from concept, from this how the human beings are now created. Now, sometimes, when we talk about these things, sometimes, especially a person with excessively scientific brain, they find it very difficult to digest all this. That how is this created? How can this happen? When such doubts come to you, just to think about one thing. When a kalakar, when an artist is drawing a picture, or a craftsman is drawing something or creating something, or an architect is thinking of creating this building, what they will do? First, they will conceptualize something. They will have an idea in their mind. Some sankalpa they will have in the mind. They will think about something, and that sankalpa will come in their mind. And then whatever is the idea that that artist has in his mind, based on that he will create that picture. So a simple artist, he has a sankalpana, he has an idea in his mind, and he imagines it, and he creates that picture. And that picture, in the form of an architect, it can actually lead to a creation of an entire building. What we are talking about? We are talking about the creator of this universe. If our sankalpana, if our imagination can create such beautiful pictures and can create so many man-made things, then imagine the supreme Brahmaji, what his sankalpana can bring out. Whatever he is imagining, so beautifully he can bring it out. This entire universe is a creation. So when we are talking, when we say that Bhagwan has created, it is not like he is sitting with a hammer and nail and started creating. No, he is Bhagwan. He can just by the thought process create something magnanimous, because his power is much beyond what we can even imagine. So with the power, with the power of his meditation, with the power of his sankalpa, Bhagwan has created all this entire universe from concept that he had from the mind power. Some see, for our mind is also so powerful. Suppose I think of something and sleep. Suppose before sleeping, we have seen some reels or some recipes. If you see the reels and then gone off to sleep, and in the dreams also you will see those recipes, and you will see yourself eating some rasgulle, some golgappa, all that. Where have all that come from in your dreams? Just in your dream also. Our human mind is also so superior that whatever thought it has in its mind, now were we sleeping with all those ingredients around me and that I have to create this recipe in sleep? No. Where have those ingredients come from in our dreams? Nowhere. The mind created and it made it look so real that when I was sleeping and actually trying to have it, it was not only that we had thought of having, we actually had and also felt full in the tummy in the dream. That is the power of our mind. If our mind can, you know, uh, conceptualize and imagine and create such a strong dream for us, imagine what the mind of Brahmaji can create. It can definitely create something that will make it feel so real for us. So this Srishti is entirely created by Brahmaji. It is a Manas Srishti. And they have it is created by Brahmaji. This cosmic consciousness has come into place, and what she has made, this Manav Chitra, this human form has come, and first of four he created Sanak, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar. These four Sanat Kumars were created. So Chatvaru, these Chatvaru, Manavastatha and Manu, these first four have been created. Maharshaya Saptapurve, the seven Maharshis, Saptarshis, we say Bhrigu, Marichi, Atri, Pulasya, Pulaha, Kratu, Vasishta Muni, all of them have been created. So complicated this entire thing is, this entire we will see in the 8th chapter the counting of this yoga and all this. So what this creation that we are talking about, it is lakhs and lakhs years old. That counting is only, see, keeping a count of one chaturyuga itself is so difficult, and keeping a count of what the timeline of what we are talking now is so far. And then Brahmaji's, one day, all that counting we'll see in the 8th chapter. So all that Sri Krishna says, it has been created, and it keeps getting created and destroyed. That all that we'll see in the 8th chapter. Madhvava manasa jata. All this is created from my mind, from my cosmic consciousness. This is getting created. Yesha lokaima prajaha. Not only these Maharshis and the Chatwari, Sanat Kumar, all these people, all this creation has been created by whom? By my, from my mind, from my cosmic consciousness. All this, and all the other creatures, loka, all the different worlds, imah prajaha, all the different creatures are also created from this. So this kind of creations have been created. Shri Krishna is talking about his splendor. And in that he is telling that all these are created from me. All this has been created from me. I am the only seed. And that is why nothing in this universe completely understands Bhagwan. So we have to understand, we have to connect with this energy. We want to connect with this energy. We want to serve Bhagwan. Before we do that, we have to know the splendor. What is the power of this Bhagwan? Being connected to divine energy makes one very fearless. When I know that the bhakti, that the devotion that I have within me is for the Bhagwan who has created this. When I know that the Creator is only by my side, when I know that He is with me, what happens? The knowing Him in true sense and knowing His truth, knowing His reality. We know when we know Him in totality. When I know that I'm walking on the road and I am walking on this, and my Bhagwan is with me, and even if something happens, I'm again going back to Him. When we are totally aware of this splendor of Bhagwan, what happens? It makes us totally fearless. And that is where Shri Krishna is trying to take us through this, by making us understand his splendor, his vibhutis, his vibhuti yoga. So by telling all this, he says, all these emotions, this entire world around us, this Manavakriti, this human form, and all the other creatures, they have come from my mind. They have all emerged from this cosmic consciousness. And that is why Shri Krishna says, Etau vibhuti yogaicha mamayo veti tattvataha. So vikampen yogena yuchyate natra samshayah. Etam vibhuti yogancha. This vibhuti yoga, everybody now yoga word makes the whole thing a totally different meaning it gives. Vibhuti is the manifold manifestations of God. Vibhutis, these are the power places where we see the prominent presence of God. When we understand all these things, when we understand the yoga power, the yoga power of Bhagwan, what by his power he has created all this. When a person understands this tattvatah, so vikampena yogena yujyate natra samshaya. Here, what Shri Krishna is telling is something very important. Look at the third charan. So vikampena. What is it here? Saha avikampena yogena yujyate natra samshaya. This entire cosmic energy, entire cosmic power, it is very very important to understand that, so we can connect with it. When I know that this power is working around me, when I understand in totality, and when I know that this cosmic power is working in my favor, when Bhagwan is working in my favor and I understand him in totality, when I understand his manifestations, that everything around me will go through all the manifestations. There is a long list of manifestations that we will be going through in the next in the next session. All these manifestations, when we see and we understand it in totality, yeah, here also God is present, there also God is present. I am also a creation of God. The others are also a creation of God. Oh, the things around me are a creation of God. When we understand, and when we understand that this creation can actually be created by the Yoga Shakti of Bhagwan, that is Mama Yo Veti Tadvata. When I understand it in totality, what his yogic power is, when I understand all this, I truly connect with him at all levels. Asamshay, there is no doubt that we will be able to connect with Yuj. Yuj word refers to what? Yuj means getting connected. The word yoga, also we all know that yoga is also connecting. It is derived from this, the root word is yuj only there also. So yuj से ही योग आता है. So by connecting, we will connect. Yujyate natra samshaya. When you know me in totality, when you understand my yogic power in totality, when you understand my manifestations, and you understand that the entire world is originating from me, from the hardware, the software, the emotions, everything is coming from me, there you will understand that you will be there will be avikampena, means what? Unshakable yoga will happen. Unshakable yoga means what? Unshakable connect we will develop with Bhagwan. That connect nobody can break. How it will be, nobody can break. Avikampena yogena yujyate means what? With an unshakable, बोल दे ना that ads come फेविकॉल का जो टूटेगा नहीं. What that it, just as an example I'm saying, what does it mean? That it is so firm that nothing can break it. That is the idea the manufacturer is trying to send. Here our manufacturer is saying that once you understand me, you will be connected with me with that unshakable faith, unshakable yoga. Our connect will be unshakable, and he says, undoubtedly, undoubtedly, you will be connected with me with an unshakable yoga, unshakable faith, unshakable connect. What is the master key? Mamayo veti tatvatah, the one who understands me. Understands what? Etam vibhuti yogancha. One who understands this vibhuti yoga. Vibhuti yoga is understanding the power by which all these other manifestations, all other forms around us are created. The one who understands this, they will be connected to me like that. So, what is it that Shri Krishna is trying to connect us with? His splendor, the knowledge about Him. What is His creation? What is His role? What is our role? All that supreme knowledge He is going to give us. For that, He starts from the very, very basic Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo Mattas Sarvam Pravartate Iti Matva Bhajante Mam Buddha Bhava Samanvitaha. Starting from the beginning, what? I am the source of all the things. Aham Sarvasya Prabhavaha. Prabhavaha is the source. I am the one, I am the supreme source for everything. Mattas Sarvam Pravartate. Everything is coming from me only. The first two sentences are corollaries of each other. I am the source of everything, and everything is evolving from me. Iti matva bhajante. The one who understands this, and then they are devoting themselves to me. Then they are rendering their services to me. Mam buddhaha samanditaha. Sorry, Mam buddha bhava samanditaha. They will be endowed in this creation. They will be totally devoted. Now, not only knowledgeable here, Mam Buddhas Bhava Samanvitaha, not only knowing iti matva bhajante. So there are two things. One, I know He is the creator and we will bow down out of respect. That is another thing. But when what Sri Krishna is saying here, bhava samanvitaha, not just by knowledge and knowing and bowing down to me, bowing down due to faith, due to love, with full devotion. Somebody who is understanding me, they will be, for them, Shri Krishna is explaining these two shlokas. So, bhajante. Here, the word that is used is iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. All these, all people should understand what Shri Krishna is saying, that everything is created from me, everything is evolving from me. I am the origin, and knowing all this, the one who devotes them to me, devotes himself or herself to me, for them. So Shri Krishna is saying that they will be full of the emotions for me. Not just by doing the puja, serving them. Serving them means whatever they do in this form is offered to whom? To Bhagwan Shri Krishna. For that, Shri Krishna explains further, Matchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayantah Parasparam Kathayantascha Nityam Tushyanti cha Ramanti cha. Both these shlokas are connected. So the one thing is, you understand that I am the creator, and because of having all that knowledge, they devote themselves to me. And in addition to that, do what? Matchitta Madgata Prana. These two are such beautiful adjectives. Matchitta means their soul is completely dedicated to me. Madgata Prana, their life, their every breath is absorbed in my thoughts. Madgata Prana. Bodhayantah Parasparam. Now, when what Shri Krishna is telling here is very beautiful. When such people who are completely dedicated to me. Now, in the first shlok, in the 8th shlok, what we saw, that the people who understand me in totality, they are very, very devoted. They are bhava samanvitaha. They are so dedicated, and they are absorbed in my thoughts, like how our saints are. Everywhere they see Bhagwan himself. They see the God himself. And same thing Shri Krishna is explaining in more profound way, that such devotees, their devotion keeps increases, and how they become, their minds are totally absorbed in me. Their life, their breath is totally absorbed in me. When such devotees talk about me, bodhayantah parasparam, when they meet each other, when they mutually come in front with each other, and what they will do? Kathayantascha man nityam, they will only talk about me. And they will be so engrossed in talking about me, so involved in me. They tushyanti cha ramanti cha. They will be enjoying. What in the modern terms, what is the definition of enjoy? Party. They're all immersed in the worldly, happiness. But what Sri Krishna is telling here is so beautiful, apratim, that when two devotees whose soul is completely absorbed in me are coming together, how they will be so involved, they are so satisfied and lost, they are totally enjoying, they are delighted in these conversations about me. Hmm? Tushan teacher, Raman teacher, how our saints were, how our gopis were. They will, when there is this gopi, she goes to sell that certain dahi and all other products they are selling, and then in the initially she'll say ye le lo, meetha hai le lo, sasta hai le lo, and then she'll start saying Krishna le lo, Govinda le lo, because the thoughts are completely engrossed in this, that always only Bhagwan's name is coming. Hmm. There in Maharashtra also there is this saint who was a vegetable seller. When he's selling, he will start. Pehle he will say kanda le lo, moola le lo, all these vegetables he will say, and then ultimately he'll say Vitthal le lo, Panduranga le lo. If somebody asks, what is the cost of this mooli? What is the cost? He'll say, this is Vitthal. And then we'll say, Arey Vitthal nahi ye iska rate. And then he will say, Arey, what is wrong with me? I am seeing my Vitthal Bhagwan in everything. In even the vegetables, he used to see only Vitthal Bhagwan, Arey my Panduranga Bhagwan, everywhere. That is the kind of emotion they have. And when such saints come together, if you want to have a glimpse of what Shri Krishna is saying here, during Vari time, you should go to the Pandharpur and see how absorbed people are in their devotion towards Vittal Bhagwan, how they will be engrossed. Nothing else, everything around them is Vittu Maimaji. Everything around them is Vittal Bhagwan, Panduranga, Panduranga. So engrossed. And to explain this entire thought, Jnaneshwar Maharaj uses a very beautiful example. Just imagine, like, if one, uh, pond is flooding, it is, if the water comes out, it will, create a different kind of a vision. But imagine if there are two ponds very close to each other and both start flooding and always bubbling with water, the entire thing, it will become like a sarovar. Like a big ocean, it will appear. Both the ponds start flooding together, and when they meet, you will not be able to distinguish the water of one pond from the other pond. And so intense the water mixing will be in the ponds if they are very close to each other and flooding. How intense that will be, and how you will not be able to segregate between the two waters, and the synergy will be mesmerizing. Like that, when two devotees who are profoundly, involved in Bhagwan, and they are not able to control they're full of profound devotion towards Bhagwan, when they meet, they will be so delighted, mesmerized, and totally in a different world when they are talking about Bhagwan. And to a certain extent, we can feel this. When you go to do the parayans together, when our Geeta Sevis and Geeta Sadhaks, they come together. We met in Alandi, we meet in Rishikesh, we met at Kurukshetra a few months back. So when we all meet, the synergy is so different. Now we are also, the devotees that Shri Krishna is talking about is a very high level devotee. Utna nahi bhi hai, still we experience this, and when we see the saints of that caliber, then the synergy is totally different. For such devotees, what does Shri Krishna do? Shri Krishna says, what is it that Shri Krishna does for them? तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं येन मामुपयान्ति ते. What Shri Krishna says, that these devotees are full of emotion. They know, they love profoundly. The gopis whom we are talking about, they have not studied any Vedas, they have not studied scriptures. उनको क्या पता है They have only invested in the love for Bhagwan Krishna. They have only profoundly loved Bhagwan Shri Krishna. They have devoted their life for Shri Krishna. Everywhere they go, they see only Bhagwan Shri Krishna. That knowledge, they have not invested like how we are trying to understand Bhagwan's scripture. All that effort they have not taken. They are not, keen about it. What Shri Krishna says, but without understanding, without that knowledge, the mukti is also not possible. So what Shri Krishna does for them? Teshat satata yukta, yasham satata yukta now. What word he is using for them, you see, the adjective he is using is satata yukta. What is this satata yukta now? Those who are always absorbed in me. Yukta means completely filled with. Filled with whom? Filled with preeti for the Bhagwan, for full of love, devotion for Bhagwan. Such devoted people. Those who are always filled with Bhagavad Bhakti. When they are completely devoted to me, when they worship me with full love, Tesham, very important, listen here. Dadami buddhi yogantai yena mam upayantite. I give them the yoga of discrimination. I gave them the buddhi yoga. I gave them the yoga of discrimination. I gave them intellect to understand me so they can come to me. Matchitta Madgata Prana, all these people, Atyant, this Matchitta Madgata Prana, this is a very beautiful, delicious slok of Bhagavad Gita. That once you read it, just imagining such saints only will fill our mind with happiness. And Shri Krishna says, when such people come together, they are in their own thoughts, and such devotees are my favorite. They have not made an effort to understand me. What I do for them is very important, that I give them the right intellect to understand me. I give them the intellect to understand me. I'm giving them the buddhi yoga. I give them the intellect because wo khud se they won't invest time. They are so busy in loving me, but it is my duty that I will go to them and I will tell them that I'll give them the intellect to understand me so that they can come to me. Mam upayantite. They can come to me. They can be united with me. This is so beautiful. Hmm? There is a hidden message here also. I told you, everywhere when Shri Krishna is telling, we have to go in between the lines and try to understand what he is saying. What Shri Krishna has said here, that I am giving them the intellect to understand me. We as Gita sadhaks are trying to do what? Understand Bhagavad Gita. What is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is a literary incarnation of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. It is a form of Bhagavad Gita. It is a literary incarnation. वो भी एक अवतार है. कौन सा? वाणी का अवतार भगवान श्री कृष्ण का. It is the literary incarnation of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Now, with this literary incarnation, we are trying to understand. Will we be able to understand it with our common intellect? It's very difficult to understand. Sri Krishna has said that I give the intellect to the people who devote themselves to me. Anyone who is trying to learn now, so many people ask me, Didi, it is so difficult to learn these shlokas, Bhagavad Gita, may Gita Vrati we want to become, but it is so difficult to understand these shlokas. It is so difficult to memorize. This shlok is having the key, master key. Understand what Shri Krishna says. Dadami buddhi yogantai. Hare Shri Krishna Bhagwan is saying, if you love me with full devotion, I will give you the intellect to come closer to me. If we are trying to learn our intellect, learn shlokas with our intellect, that is not going to happen. We have to tell him with full devotion, Bhagwan, aap hi buddhi you de do and get it done from us. If I want to memorize and I am not able to understand and I am having any doubt that I am not understanding, mujhse hoga ya nahi, will I be able to learn the shlokas or not, memorize or not? Leave all this worries. Ma Shucha. Shri Krishna has said first thing only, he says, Ma Shucha, don't worry. He has assured here that those who worship me with full devotion, those who love me with full dedication, I give them the right intellect to understand me. I give them the right intellect to come close to me, means He will give us the intellect to learn these shlokas, learn this intellect also. And what Sri Krishna says further, Teshamevanukampartham ahamadhyanajantamah nashayamyatmabhavastho jnanadipena bhasvata. These assurances in this 10th and 11th shloka are so beautiful for anybody who is trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. These shlokas of assurances should make us understand that if we are not understanding now, if we are not able to memorize now, He is there to enlighten us. He is there to help us out. And what He is there to do it out of compassion for us. These are shlokas of assurances that Shri Krishna loves us. What He has said in the first word, first charan, Tesham evanukampartham. Tesham eva anukampartham. There are two things. It is anukampa. Kampa and anukampa. There is an action, then there is a reaction. What we do and in return what we get. Like that, Shri Krishna is saying, I am resonating their compassion. Anukampatam, I am resonating, I am reciprocating their love. Tesham eva, for them only. Only for them I am resonating, I am responding, I am reciprocating with the same compassion with what? Aham ajnana jantamaha. I am driving away all the ignorance away from them. See, we are all learning Bhagavad Gita. And in the initial stages, when you must have started learning from the 12th chapter, 15th chapter, that time all our Vivechaks have been telling that it is some past good deeds, some punya we have done in the past, because of which today we are getting this exposure to Bhagavad Gita. Here is the proof that Shri Krishna does it for us. In the past deeds, we have loved Shri Krishna, we have done something to earn the love from him, and as an anukampa for us, as a reciprocation of our love that we've given in the past births to Sri Krishna, this knowledge has come to us. Stay assured, this shlok is the proof of it. Aham ajnana jantamaha, the tama, the darkness that has come on their intellects out of ajnana, out of ignorance, I will take it away. I am going to destroy it. Nashayami atma bhavasto jnanadipena bhasata. Whatever ignorance is there, whatever ignorance is, whatever darkness is there, the darkness coming out of ignorance is there, for such devotees, out of love, I am going to drive it away from their lives with what? With a light of knowledge. Jnana deepena, I am going to light a knowledge, a luminous night, Bhasvata, a luminous, beautiful light of knowledge. A lamp of knowledge, I will light it for them, and they will get that Atma Jnana. They will get the Atma Jnana to understand me. What happened in the life of Ramakrishna Paramhans? He was completely devoted when he was a small child. These two brothers, he and his elder brother, the mother was not there, and small Ramakrishna Paramhans kept asking, where is our mother? Where is my ma? Where is ma? His brother was also very touched, and he just took him in front of Kali Mata, said, this is your mother. And that small Ramakrishna Paramhans started talking to her as if she's the real mother. Whatever he's saying, whatever comes to his mind, he's doing the puja, everything fully devoted. Ramakrishna Paramhans devoted his entire life in the love at the feet of Mata. Everything Kali Ma has provided for him. And one day, one great sage came at the door of this saint Ramakrishna Paramhans, and he saw this small child. He was very, very intelligent. He said, okay, would you like to learn? He thought that he should be taught the Shastras. He should be taught all the Vedas. He said, would you like to learn from me? I'm coming from such a great place, from Kashi. I've come and I'm seeing you. I would like if you become my disciple. He said, wait, let me ask my mother. And Ramakrishna Paramhans went, rushed inside, asked Kali Mata that such a person has come. And Then they had their conversation. This Ramakrishna Paramhans came running out. He told that saint, my mother has said, okay, you can learn. मैंने ही उनको बुलाया है. I have only sent him for, I have made him as a provision for your further learning. I have ensured that he comes and gives you the teaching. I have only called him. Now the sage is shocked. I didn't come here on anybody's calling. Nobody has called me. I have come on my pilgrimage here. So I saw this child. So he says, can I meet your mother? He said, of course, come. And then the sage went inside, and what is he seeing? The Kali Mata itself. He's like, she talks to you. He's asking small Ramakrishna Paramhans, she talks to you. He said, yes, she's my mother. She talks to me, and she has told him that she has only called you. And he understood the great message that Kali Ma had, this how divine this child is. And he understood why he has this idea to come for the pilgrimage, and he came for what, and what he got is this wonderful disciple. And with all privilege, with all happiness, he has given the knowledge to this small Ramakrishna Paramhans. That is how Sri Krishna has done this Vyavastha of Learngeeta for us also. Look at it from that perspective, that all these arrangements, we all, the Sevis or in Learngeeta, all this arrangement has come in place by the grace of Vishwarupa Paramatma. He has made this arrangement for our benefit, your benefit. Together, all of us are cherishing these studies. Why? With the grace of Parampita Paramatma, he has done this anukampa on us also. Tesha mevanum kampartam ahanadnyam jantama. Now, just read this slok with our own perspective that we are the ignorant ones, but we love Sri Krishna. And as an anukampa, out of compassion, Bhagwan made this arrangement of Learngeeta, Gita Pariwar, all this for what? Najayamyatma bhavasto jnanadeepena vasvata. This Vishwarupa Paramatma, with the divine grace of our Param Puja Gurudev, has made this entire arrangement for our enlightenment. This is how we have to look at this slok from our perspective, and from Tattvataha, how it is. This arrangement he will make for anybody who wants to have knowledge, who loves him from the depth of their heart. The one who is Machitta Madgata Prana. Anybody who develops love for Parampita Paramatma, for them, such an arrangement of enlightenment becomes the responsibility of Bhagavan Shri Krishna himself. For us, this light has come through the grace of Param Puja Gurudev. Let us all bow down to Gurudev and Shri Krishna himself, with whose blessings we get to see these beautiful shlokas. With this, I offer this entire discussion at the lotus feet of Gurudev and Shri Krishna. Hari Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. The remaining shlokas where Arjun does or explains all the beautiful things and what he wants to know further about Shri Krishna, we will see that from the next session in the next week. With that, let us all go down again. Hari Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Tat Sat. Thank you so much for the patient listening, all of you.
Thank you very much, Didi, for beautiful explanation. Beautiful explanation. So we'll move ahead for question and answer session with your permission. So please raise your hand if you are having question, any doubt, any query. So Didi will explain. I think.
Thank you, Krishna. Everyone, if there are any questions, you can raise your hands. Else, we can continue with, okay. Sharma Bhaiya. Jai Shri Krishna Pranam Bhaiya. Please unmute yourself first.
Okay.
Ji, Jai Shri Krishna.
In sloka number 6,
Hmm.
he given explanation Maharshis, Saptarishis, and Manus. What are their numbers? Maharshi, you said 4. Sanaka, Sanandana, etc.
Maharshis are 7.
7, I see.
The Sanat Kumar. Chatvaru Manavastata. Chatvar Manava is that, the Sanat, 4 Manus.
Acha,
four
Manus are 4.
Manu,
Okay.
Manav,
Oh.
4 Manus, which are
Eh.
the 4 Sanat Kumars. And
So,
Maharshaya Sapta Purve. Maharshaya Sapta means 7. 7
s-
ancient. Purve refers to ancient.
yeah,
7
7 plus 4
ancient,
plus 4.
not 4
Am
plus
I
4.
right?
7,
7 plus 4.
7
Ah,
Maharshi, 7 Maharshi plus 4 Manu.
yeah.
Hmm.
Ah, that's all.
That is mentioned over here.
7 plus 4.
A lot, see, this is very in very, very short, Shri Krishna has told here.
Okay.
Actually, the whole thing is very detailed. It comes in other Purans. But yeah.
Okay. Thanks,
Bhaiya,
madam. Thank you.
thank you.
Jai Sri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, pranam. Sridhar Bhaiya, pranam. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Krishna Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Just wanted to know the meaning of Madgata Prana a little bit once again. Okay.
Madgata prana means the ones whose prana, the ones whose life is completely absorbed. Prana here refers to the life, our very life breathing element, the life giving element. The prana itself is absorbed in me. Madgata prana. Gata is going in one direction. Which direction? Mat direction. Mat means in the direction of Bhagwan. So their life is so absorbed in me, the life absorbed in me and directed towards me. The direction of their very life is in my direction. Matkata prana.
Yeah. Thank you. If you can just repeat the names of 7 Maharshi
That
and
you will get it
Okay.
anywhere. But I
Right.
will
I'll do that. I'll check it.
Saptarshis are 7 Saptarshis. I will also have to recollect.
Okay,
7
definitely.
4 Sanat Kumars are Sanat Sanandan. I say yaad nahi aa raha. Sanat Sanandan. You can just check on the YouTube.
Yeah,
Tab
I'll
yaad-
check it. I'll check it. Yes.
Okay. Sanat Sanandan Sanatan Sanat Kumar. Sanak Sanand and then Maharshi Bhrugu Atri Pulasya Pulaha Kratu Vasishta. These are the Maharshi. Okay, Bhaiya is gone. Okay. Jai Shri Krishna. Chetana Didi?
Yeah. Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna.
As always, a beautiful explanation, Didi. Didi, shloka number 4, the first charan, Buddhir Jnanam Sammoha. Please clarify, please.
Buddhi, there are 3 words in this first charan, which are the 3 qualities, the 3 subtle qualities of a human being. Buddhi, that is intellect, Jnana, that is knowledge, and asammoha is delusion, freedom from delusion, non-illusion. See, asammoha is understanding, being in an awakened state basically is asammoha. Okay. Having a knowledge that everything around me is mithya, that being free from the illusion is.
Okay. Hello.
Jeev Didi. Jeev Jai Shri Krishna.
I got it. Thank you, Didi. Jai Shri Krishna.
Dhanasri Didi, please ask.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Can you hear
Jai
me?
Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. I think there's a lag on my side for the audio. Tell me, Didi.
I'll try. I can try turn off my video if there's a
No,
problem.
not your problem with your network. My network.
Okay.
Tell me.
So I'll try my best to ask. I'm not sure how to ask, but I keep hearing this in our Puran Shastras about this the timeline of everything, right? The Sanat Kumaras and Maharshis that you also explained today. It feels like this whole dialogue is in its own is a world in itself. But then we also hear we also read about the evolution of life on Earth, the prehistoric animals, the dinosaurs, whatever. It's hard to fit this timeline in the timeline that we hear in our Shastras, like the Sanat Kumars and after. So it's what I'm saying is that it's, for me personally, it's a bit difficult to explain. I feel like kids or youth say that, oh, when we are studying these, we are in our own world, we're in our own silos, but then it doesn't explain these other things that paleontologists or everybody is have found out about how life evolved. It doesn't explain that. How would we
What
explain
the
this to?
paleontologists and all of them are explaining, that's an extremely small fraction of the timeline from what is being explained in our scriptures. That one thing we have to understand. Now, if you see an average lifespan of a human being, it is, you can say 75, 80. Now, just because apni topic chheda hai, little we will see how much this, how much part of that timeline, this entire science and evolution, whatever evolution we have been able to understand so far, it is so small. You will understand only from this one thing. If you just look at the counting of how one Chatur Yogi happens. Now, this one, whatever this people are explaining, that they are telling from of one Kalyug. ओके एक कलयुग की ही बात वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा कर सकते हैं कलयुग व्हाट इज दिस चतुर्युगी फ्रॉम आवर perspective understand that one chaturyug it is four yugas satyug treta yug dwapar yug kalyug one satyug is some 49 lakh some number of years that 49 lakh years into double uska adha is the treta yug, half of that is dwapar yug and half of that is kali yug comes to around some 5 lakh years. That is one chaturyugi into 1000 years. That is one day of Brahmaji. Now what they are talking about is some few billions of years. वो एक कलयुग द्वापर युग में ही उतना टाइमलाइन खत्म हो जाता है. The evolution of life that we know about is, it doesn't even go beyond one Chaturyug. Okay, if you see now, right now I don't have that scientific numbers here, but that few billion years, whatever they talk about, that gets over within that one Chaturyugi only. What our scriptures are telling us, just understand that this 1000 Chaturyugi is one day of Brahmaji. Like that, one night of Brahmaji will also be there. Now, one day, one night together will become one Ahoratra of Brahmaji. You keep calculating in your mind how big this is. So, 2000 Chatur Yogis approximately will become one Ahoratra of Brahmaji. And that into again approximately 360 will become 1 year of Brahmaji. And the total life of Brahmaji is 100 years. His 100 years. This calculation is beyond our capacity. Now, in that 100-year life of Brahmaji, come 14 Manu. 14 Manu will appear in a particular sequence. 14 Manu aate hain who appear and they complete their responsibility and go. And that is one Manvantar. So one Manvantar also goes for so many years. Now we are in one particular Manvantar. Uska chota sa part is what we know as what the scientists
Evolution
have.
of life.
So what they are saying is not wrong, but our intellect is programmed to understand only what we are able to see. What we are not able to see, that we fail to. I personally am not seeing the skeletons and all those of them, but we believe because our scientists are saying. Our Rishi Munis have experienced all these this Kali Yuga, ye pura jo hai, they have experienced all these things. When I say Brahmaji, it is not just one human being, one god he remains Brahmaji. Brahmaji keeps changing. Unka ek tenure hota hai. Brahmaji is a post. Okay, Manu is a post. Even for that matter, even Veda Vyasji, Bhagavan Vyasji, it is a post. Every yuga, every Manvantar, it will have a different Brahma, different Vyasji. It is like that. So this is much more vaster than we can imagine. This Kal is Ananta. It is Ananta, matlab ekdam endless. It has no beginning, no end. That it is not understandable from the human scientific perspective, our current scientific perception. That is why that what perception they have is not wrong. It is also right, but it is very limited. And भगवान तो खुद ही कह रहे हैं ये creatures भी मैंने ही बनाए हैं. Those creatures are also his creations. Nowhere that creation of those creatures is denied in any of our scriptures. But how it is
The
evolved, everything
mm,
is explained. And the thing that
the
we learn is very small timeline of the bigger picture that our scriptures are giving us.
maybe this is a very vast topic and it may not be covered in a question answer series. But my question was that when we talk about the Sanat Kumaras, they seem to be in the image of the human form, right? That's how we look at them, right? But it seems like for the major part of Earth's history of evolution, it didn't seem like the prehistoric animals coexisted with human
ऐसा
forms.
कुछ भी नहीं है. I
So
don't
how
see
does that?
any. It is not like that. We are talking about a different yuga altogether when we are talking about these Sanat Kumar and everyone. So ये
Hmm,
अलग
hmm,
है.
hmm,
And this what happens. See, one very important thing you have to understand. ये
hmm,
सृष्टि जब जो होता है, when I was saying about one ahoratra, one day of Bhagwan and one night of this, when this is happening, entire thing goes. So जब ये प्रलय हो गया, after this pralay has happened, when I'm saying that we cannot say that maharshis and all are not existing now. They are very much prevalent now also. हम देख नहीं पाते हैं उनको. We are not able to see them. And another thing is they remain throughout the manvantar, the pralay mein, they are not getting destroyed. Okay, now when we are saying that this thing happened and the entire srishti was destroyed, and again all those creations, don't be stuck by the creatures कि वो time पे humans थे नहीं थे. All these energies, all our things were there. We
hmm,
maybe in a different form. If we human beings, we thought have evolved gradually, फिर वो बाद में gradually evolve हुआ है, but all that is a part of the, it's a very small part of the timeline which we are discussing at the moment. ये सारा उसी टाइमलाइन का है, but a little more, you know, there is a night and a day in that also. So when
hmm.
Brahmaji's night time is there, there is a different, the entire srishti, that pralay will happen, a different type of srishti will be existing at that time.
Hmm, hmm,
Again
hmm, hmm.
नई सृष्टि आएगी. Got it? So it is like that. A different, we cannot get stuck with only a pattern of the life that we see around us. This pattern
Correct,
is
correct.
continuously evolving. Even in those billion years, it is continuously evolving. Those creatures, when Shri Krishna is saying that's Matta Sarva Eveti, everything is coming. Those creatures are also here. There, he has not written only about the human form. Along with human, all other creatures are also evolving from him. He has not denied the creations of other creatures also. It's all the
Hmm,
creatures, and along with that, all the Maharshis and everything, all this is created along with the creation of Srishti. And again, now it is dissolved. And now also at the moment, we वो मृत्यु लोक में नहीं रहते, so we feel that they are not there. They are very much in their own places. They are there. All
hmm.
these creations that we have spoken about.
So our Shastras don't mention about these though, right? I mean, like
That I
specifically
don't
for
know because
these
I
life
also don't
evolutions.
know all the Shastras. So कहीं ना
Um,
कहीं mention होगा भी तो मुझे नहीं पता.
बराबर है. Okay, okay. All right.
But Shastras mention about all creatures. They do not, when they are saying these 84 lakh yonis, it include all yonis, all yonis. Right? Okay. Narayan Bhaiya, Jai Shri Krishna. Pranam.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna.
I have just sometimes like for the knowledge, like sometimes it feels difficult sometimes to understand. Sometimes just like with the trust and loving Krishna, whatever like just we get is the grace of Krishna. Understanding in that way is good. Uh, for that one also sometimes he provides everything. It feels like he provided everything. Sometimes like the ego pops up and then everything confuses. So that's my so sometimes it feels everything is Krishna. He's doing like, oh, he's giving me favor. It's like everything is coming from him. So just like trust and like a pure loving that helps instead of confusion. That's like praying Krishna that way.
It is like this, when such a doubt comes. Now, like when we say that when we go to college and all, we are able to go to college. Why? Because somebody is paying our fees. Now we will when the child is getting admission in the college, they say, I scored so high in my entrance, that's why I got admission in that VIT and NIT and IIT, all those things I got because I got good grades in my entrance exam. The child will take the credit. But who has why admission लेके पैसा किसने भरा है? There we are forgetting the contribution of the parent. No, like that. Sometimes we are those children. We are getting everything. We feel, we achieved this success. But somebody else has provisioned this success. Somebody has ensured that your efforts are getting materialized into admission. The student studied to get good grades, got a high rank, and made himself eligible to get admission in the college. But there is someone else who has provisioned that admission in that college. When we say that that child managed to get, we say the child managed, but there is a hidden contribution that because the parents had developed the capacity to give the fees there. कितना भी अच्छा ग्रेड दे दो, if you are not paying the fees, वो admission नहीं होने वाला है, right? Then whichever rank we are at. So it is like that. It's that time it is not that people don't realize. I'm giving this as an example that sometimes that provisioner, you can say the provider is forgotten. That happens with us. We get so absorbed in our efforts and we become so absorbed in the efforts and happiness and the success of our efforts that we forget that somebody else has provisioned it silently for us. That somebody in our life is Bhagwan. I am very happy I am getting this house to live, all that. That capacity somewhere has come from Bhagwan in a very invisible form. He has helped us with everything. That we sometimes fail to forget. जब ऐसा आ जाता है तो ऐसे छोटे छोटे एग्जाम्पल से उनको याद कर लिया जा सकता है that this small thing came to my mind. So yeah, I think Bhaiya has got disconnected. We can move on to the next question. Jai Shri Krishna. Rishikesh Bhaiya, very nice name.
Jai
Rishikesh
Shri
Bhaiya,
Krishna, Didi.
pranam.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Didi, my question is related to sloka number 5th and 7th. In 5th sloka, ahimsa samata tushtistapo danai yasho yasa bhavanti bhava bhutana. Is it bhava or is it vibhuti? These are ahimsa samata tushti
Here
tapo.
bhavanti bhava bhutanam. Bhava here bhava bhutanam.
Bhava.
It is they are the different emotions amongst the human beings.
Human being, exactly. Is it not vibhuti
It is not
of human
vibhuti.
being?
No, bhutanam means amongst the creatures. All the
Ji, ji.
creatures have these emotions. Every creature will have intellect. Every creature will endure pain. See, यहाँ पे भी he has not written bhavanti bhava manava nama amongst bhutanam, amongst all the creatures. Sri Krishna is very clear. Everywhere he uses the word bhuta and not only manushya. So
Exactly.
all these are the emotions which are present within the different creatures. They have also come from me. Okay. Bhavanti bhava bhutana. Not
Then
vibhuti.
vibhuti is not yoga. Yogam.
Vibhuti is a
Etam
different thing.
vibhuti yogaincha.
This is
Vibhuti is
a
not
different
yoga.
thing. There, what when Shri Krishna is saying etam vibhuti yogancha, etam vibhuti, that etam refers to all the things that he has created, and in those creations, his power is present. His presence is very significantly felt in all the things that he has created. That is vibhuti. So, for instance, when we will see in the from the next session, we will start some vibhutis maybe. So, when he's saying Rama Shastra Bhitamaham, among the people who hold the weapons, I am Sri Ram. So, Ram is his vibhuti. What is vibhuti? That all these creations are created by me, and amongst them there are some special, where my
Special
presence is prominently felt. It is not that he is not present in other things. I am present in all the Shastra Vritam, all the people who hold the weapons, but in that, the prominently present in Sri Rama. So where here what Shri Krishna says, Etam Vibhuti Yogancha, through these vibhutis, through this manifestation, I am connected with this entire world. The one who understands this, they will become connected to me. This is the actual importance of the Vibhuti Yoga, that all the, before this, what is up till the sixth shlok, what Shri Krishna has told, what all he has created. And by understanding these creations as my manifestations, the people will be able to connect with me. Got it now?
Okay, Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna. Srinivas, Damle Didi? It's okay. The name is different. You are not audible. Jai Shri Krishna.
I'm asking on my behalf of my father, Srinivas Damle. Um, as you already explained to the previous question, I again wanted to ask in a nutshell what a sadhak has to do to get the grace of God, through which he will give us that insight of understanding him. Means
Didi, the power went here. Can you repeat one more time? Momentarily, you were not audible.
Okay. In a nutshell, could you please explain what a sadhak has to do to get the grace of God, through which he will get his grace to understand him?
Very simple. Tesham, where Shri Krishna is Matchitta Madgata Prana. Bodhayanta Parasparam. After that, what Shri Krishna has told, that I will, once you do the, you just do his bhakti. Wo ek karo, then for such people, I give the Buddhi Yoga. Shri Krishna has said, Tesham Satata Yuktana Bhajatam Priti Purvakam. So Shri Krishna has said, I am giving the intelligence Buddhi Yoga to whom? The one who is Satata Yukta, who are constantly remembering Bhagavan, and Bhajatam Priti Purvakam, who worship him with full love. See, there is one very important thing here. We know that we know that Bhagavan is great and we should worship, but Priti Purvakam, we have to do it with love. With love, we have to pray to Bhagavan. That is more important. Just knowing his might is also not enough. One very small thing is coming to my mind. When our India is a great country, and we all love our country, and out of love, when we do something for our country. Now, at the same time, when invaders invaded India, they didn't invade India because India was a poor country. सोने की चिड़िया थी, उनको पता था. They knew India is a great country, but they didn't love the country, and they also knew that it is great, but they lacked the love. But we know it is great, and we love the country also. So our devotion is different. Just knowing that God is great is not enough. Knowing that he is great, at the same time loving him is all what makes the difference. So love him by all means. Understand that he is great by all means. Automatically he will give us the intellect to understand him. Okay, that's it. Yes,
So thank you very much, Didi, for your beautiful explanation. All questions covered. So we are moving ahead towards closing our ceremonies. So I would like to thank you very much, Shraddha Didi, Swami Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj, our Geeta Sevis, all those who are working in backend technical team. So I would like to invite for a prayer Srinidhi Settiji from Karkalas, Karnataka. She is a professor, MSc PhD, and she is giving seva as a co-trainer. She has joined Geeta Pariwar in July 2025. So please welcome Srinidhi Settiji.
Jai Shri Krishna to all. Shraddha Didi, I am so glad to know that Krishna is drawing us towards him by giving us the intellect to understand the knowledge that has been given by him. Thank you so much. Yes, so with full heart full of devotion and gratitude, let us all pray. Yogesham Satchidanandau Vasudevau प्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णौ वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णौ वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
Beautiful prayer.
Thank you very much, Didi, for beautiful prayer.
Thank you.
So we all together chant Hanuman Chalisa and then we will depart. We will meet in next beautiful session with Shraddha Didi. So we all chant Hanuman Chalisa together.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबेको आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबेको रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समभाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरई हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर गोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र